I turned it on. We're recording.
Oh, okay.
Welcome into another episode of Wideside Sports.
That was good.
Was it?
Yeah, it was good.
Kind of hit some deep notes.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Every once in a while, I can get down low. Get that thick voice.
2 C's.
Thick with 2 C's. The ladies like the thickness.
Yeah. Or does
I
the
think
guy?
we're talking about different thicknesses, though.
Yeah, I don't think they like fat guys.
Some do.
I mean, I'm
I mean,
married.
if you have money.
I'm married. I don't have money, and I'm married to a very thin girl. And
Damn it, I need to
I'm
make
white.
more money.
yeah,
Damn it.
I'm a teacher. I'm not rolling in the dough, so it must be my
Well, your
my
sparkling
face.
personality.
Yeah.
You're gorgeous looking man.
Mm-hmm.
Get a nice beard. It's getting a little bushy, though. You
It
might
is.
trim that up a little bit.
I don't want to.
Is a playoff beard coming?
No, I'll probably trim. My mustache is going. It's touching my bottom lip now.
Oh,
So it's like when I eat,
that's annoying.
I start to like chew the mustache hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably going to get trimmed. Just probably the mustache. I'm too lazy to do the rest.
I kind of think you should just, for one, because I just want to see it,
Yeah,
just go mustache.
go mustache. You know what?
Do you
Probably
think your
after,
wife would divorce you if you shaved everything with just a mustache?
You know what? She would be super, super upset. But divorces are pretty expensive, and I don't think she would.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Plus, I've done way worse.
You're gonna.
Other than just have a mustache on my face.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I may do the Fu Manchu.
You know what?
I think I could pull that
I
off
think you
more
could
than
pull that
just
off.
the mustache.
I think you got a good go for that, like the goatee, like the,
I've already had
like the Stone Cold look.
Oh yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I know you've had it before.
Yeah.
But you were younger, and
I
now
was.
you're older, and now you're a man.
I'm a distinguished guy.
You're a gentleman.
I think I want to do the handle or the goatee or the Fu Manchu, shave everything but leave the
Leave the bars.
leave the bars down.
Yeah.
I think it'd look okay.
I think you could do it.
I mean, the bad part is because I have such light hair, it does take a while. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't go like baby soft. I'd just like
Right.
no guard it and make it like a scruff.
Well,
You know?
that's what I do when I
Yeah.
take. I mean, last time I put a razor on my face.
Yeah.
Is, you know,
do the bottom straight razor just because I don't like it. It itches.
Yeah, I get it.
The
And
next
sometimes,
part.
you know, it's snags in your zipper.
Mm-hmm.
Or in his zipper. I
Yeah.
don't know either way. But it hurts.
It does hurt.
It hurts. Nothing hurts more in the world than snagging a. You know, I know they talk a lot about pregnancy and stuff, but you snag a beard hair in a zipper.
It doesn't. Or your dick.
Yeah.
I've
I've
never done it.
never had a. I
Me
mean, I'm
either.
a professional zipper guy, I
Yeah.
guess, when
I
it
mean,
comes to penile
Yeah.
objects.
I make sure my dick's put away before I start to zip up.
Yeah.
But I know some people who have. You know,
Yeah.
they start to zip up
It's a
before
bad thing. I mean, now obviously we talked about that. I've clacked them off of some
Yeah.
things, you know,
Yeah.
but I've never zipped them up.
Mm-mm. No.
How big of a hurry do you have to be in?
Yeah. Yeah. And how do you do it? Because do you wear underwear when you're doing that? Because what do you do? Like lean back with your hips
Yeah.
and just kind of like,
Well,
back in
and you'd
there,
have
or-
to be. All right. It's the type of person that you are. Like, okay, now here's a
like dick wise or?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
I don't need your package size for this.
Good. I don't want to say it on air.
But it's when you go take a piss,
Yeah.
are you just a zipper down or an unbutton and unzip?
Yeah.
I think that's where a big difference is.
I'm just a zipper guy.
I am too.
Yeah. Because I don't want to take the time.
Well, that's
Because
why
I wear
you
a
know,
belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that. I mean,
I
that's
don't
why
want to
you.
take off my belt, then unbutton it.
Yeah,
Because then
that's-
there's just too many steps.
Well, and that's why you wear underwear with dick holes in them.
For sure.
I mean,
Who doesn't?
but there's a lot of people they do the unbutton,
Mm.
and I think you're more apt if you're just a zipper guy.
Yeah.
Because if you have to button back up, I mean,
Yeah.
you got a lot of fucking time to shake that shit back in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're right.
Now, I mean, I if you're for some reason. If you're pulling your dick and balls out of the
Who pees
you're
like
putting
that?
bring the whole package
Yeah.
out. I mean,
What if you Donald Duck it and just pants straight to the ground, just your shirt? Then you're fine, right?
Yeah,
You're
Yeah.
fine? Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Okay. I'm just making sure, I mean,
It's real tough. I think you run a big risk though, because you Donald Duck it pants the ground because you have to hold your shirt up,
yeah.
and it's usually with two hands. So you're free. You're free piecing it, freewheeling it.
Yeah.
So you're more apt
Yeah.
to piss on your pants.
You
know,
for sure are, because it's like an unmanned fire hose.
You know, because that's the worst.
If you're that big.
Because I mean, can somebody fix urinal design?
Yeah, where it's not
where the splashback factor.
Yeah, don't make it a little deeper.
Right.
That way, it splashes back into the trough.
They say, well, they have those urinals that go all the way to the floor.
Yeah, I don't
They're
like
like,
those.
they're for kids. Of like, I'd rather piss down there.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take a little on my shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but listen up. Or you want to splash some back on your pants and have to walk back out in public like you don't know how to properly shake your pecker.
Well, it doesn't bother. I don't know. I've done both.
I mean, yeah.
If somebody looks at me and says I pissed myself, I mean, it just makes me laugh. You know what I mean?
Well, I understand. But, you know.
What kind of adult is that? You walk back into work, he pissed himself. Like, come on. Really?
You would fucking say that.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
I'm
you can't shit on something if you would actually do it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. He came in his pants. Yeah. What? We're not even at a strip club. We're at a buffet.
He's excited, man. Half off.
Is all you can eat prime rib.
God, I may come in my pants for all you can eat prime rib.
Go, huh?
Yeah.
I did have an issue yesterday.
Prime rib?
No, not with prime rib, but cutting meat.
Oh.
You're going to get where I go with this. You know, cold out, so we, kind of stayed inside for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, new place, couple months or whatever. People, you start getting more comfortable with your coworkers and shit. And you're going to know where I'm going with this here in a second.
Okay.
Is, we weren't really working hard, and the conversation between 4 or 5 guys. And one of them makes mention of something that, revolves around a serial killer.
Okay.
And as you know,
yes, I
am balls deep in the serial killer community as far as books go.
Yeah, a connoisseur.
I read a lot of books. I like
murder.
You like murder.
You don't like murdering, but you like murder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see.
Yes. Go on. Yes, I understand.
It's only been 39 years so far. We'll see. So far, I'm not. But so I start putting my 2 cents in.
Yeah.
And before you know it, I mean, we had a long conversation about killing. Not personally of the serial killer wise but I'm just yet at another place where I have to convince my coworkers that I'm not a serial killer.
Yeah, that's like 3 places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun because
I don't like how you transitioned from talking about murder to cutting meat. That was your segue.
Why do you get rid of the body, Seth?
I know that, but
I don't know how you do it, but be a professional.
Okay, sorry.
You have to chop it up. Cutting meat.
I mean, you don't have to chop them up. You don't have to chop up a person.
You kind of have to. How are you going to transport it?
I mean,
what are you going to do? What are you going to do with the body?
I dump it in the water.
What water?
Well, I mean, we have water around here. You know?
You think some of the the body's not going to float or anything?
No, you poke the hole in their lungs.
That shit,
it's like a baggie.
That doesn't fucking work. Fucking amateur hour.
Sorry, I've never murdered.
You can get caught so fast, so fast.
Yeah,
but I mean, hell, you're not far from a river if you chunk that shit up. Maybe catch a flood or something.
Yeah,
that shit wash down.
I just take it to the pigs; they'll eat it.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
But you gotta do some more stuff. Like you gotta get those. Will
they eat the teeth?
No.
So you gotta take his teeth
get those out of there.
Shit.
Kind of fingernails, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. They won't eat fingernails?
No.
They'll eat a whole goddamn cob or a core of an apple. They won't eat a fucking fingernail.
Yeah. Well, they'll eat the bones.
Yeah, and they won't eat the goddamn fingernail?
I think it's more of it.
Fucking picky pigs.
Like they'll shit it out. Like they'll eat it, but they'll shit it out.
It just won't digest.
I mean, it's just leaving evidence. I mean, if they're rooting through shit, finding teeth, I think you're probably okay that they're not going to go looking. I mean,
yeah.
But see, here we go again.
Sorry.
Now I got to convince some listeners that I'm not a serial killer.
He's not. I just don't know where he's at on the weekdays.
Yeah. It's just, we don't have contact after nighttime.
Yeah. As soon as the sun goes down, he's out of here.
You sent me a text last week at 10 o'clock. What are you doing? It's just doing work. What's that mean?
Wet work.
None of your business. Yeah, wet work.
Wet work.
I go around and piss on people. It was only $25.
It's a steal.
You thought somebody was going to kill somebody for $25? Just going to piss on them.
It's a discount.
But yeah, I brought up some good
murder points.
Good murder points. But then the funny thing is today, someone will make some comments or something like that, and now I can make jokes off of it.
Yeah,
of like,
not what I would do.
Hey, what are you gonna do with that carpet? You gonna roll somebody up in it? It's amateur.
And nobody's gonna fuck with you now since they think you're a murderer.
Well, fuck with me anyways.
Oh, I know that.
Technically, I'm their boss.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I'm having these conversations with people that are technically below me.
Yeah. That's funny.
Not below.
Sorry.
Below.
Sorry.
Below me.
Sorry.
Didn't make them. No. So, yeah.
All right.
It took me 2 months to get onto serial killers.
Well, I'm glad that they know you're not a murderer, but I'm also glad that they're aware that you know how to.
Yeah. I don't think they trust me. And that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So that's how my day went.
Well, could have been worse.
No, it could have been. That was totally fine.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have any murder stories.
No, not many people do.
No.
I just don't feel that people read enough. There's a lot of good books out there from FBI guys and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't read a lot or ever.
Well, Amazon has that thing. You just listen to them. I guess we all say, well, I read this book. No, I listened to somebody read a book.
Yeah.
So
I think, school and stuff, if you don't count those, I may have read 5 books in my life. I'm not proud of it. I just,
well,
I read a lot of like I read like 3 Coach K books. I read, what do I want to say? What's his name? Jay Billis's book. I read,
only Duke writers.
No, I read, Villanova's coach. He wrote a book.
Yeah.
Read that one.
So you just read coaching book,
pretty much,
basically sport books.
Sports books.
That's
Try to get a little knowledge every now and then.
Coach K coming out with another book of how to be a cunt to your crowd.
No, I don't think so.
Well, he should. I mean,
I get it.
No,
I do.
There's no defense.
I get it.
Nope.
They were disrespectful.
They do it to it is tradition.
I get it.
They've been doing it to every Duke player that comes back as an opposing coach.
I get it, but that guy
forever.
But I'm not. Hold on, let me retract my statement. I get why he did it because of the relationship that him and Capel have, but at the same time, I do get it. They do it to everybody, so it's not a big deal. I think it was just more of a personal thing with him. Don't do it to him because that's like his dude. He was an assistant coach for
I understand
20 years.
But
no, I get it. I mean, I get both sides of it, but he apologized to him.
Yeah, I know.
It's a heat of the moment thing. He, something could have happened on the bench or something. He could have been pissed off and then heard that and,
maybe
snapped.
He's losing it.
Maybe he's losing it. Who knows?
It's about time for him to retire anyways because they're not good.
They do not recruit basketball players anymore. They just recruit the best athlete there are. I mean, they try to out-athlete everybody.
It's just not sustainable.
It's not.
I mean, you make it to the dance every year and all that stuff.
But it's not basketball.
No.
It's just a lot of throw and, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of athletes out there. That's why last year it was the same case. You had a lot of athletes out there. That's why you got beat by Michigan State in the Final Four.
Right.
Because they had basketball players, not just great athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I know you're a Duke fan and this is such a, I'm kind of so over like Coach K. Like I'm just tired of hearing about him.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Coach K. Well, he coached these guys in the Olympics. I mean, so he can't coach because he's their NBA guys. They're the best fucking athletes in the world playing against countries that hardly play basketball.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. No, and I agree. A lot of people don't like him, and that's fine. I mean,
I used to.
Yeah.
But I think I kind of lost it when he started doing that, going after the one and done shit of like, man, you were, you were still getting it done. And then Kentucky had a 3-year run.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Because Kentucky's,
they haven't been good since.
They still get big name guys, but it's just,
they're one and done.
And I think most of them realize I'm not going to play all that hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still getting drafted in the top 5.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's just, whether it's Coach K or whether it's anywhere, you don't even have to recruit anymore.
No.
You already built a brand that recruits itself, and the kids know if I go to Duke, that means something. Even if they don't, he's still getting drafted, and everybody's watching you every game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's whether that's his fault or not, whether he actually goes out and recruits those people, or those kids actually, what do you want to say, do the recruiting themselves? You know what I'm saying? By saying, I want to go to Duke.
That kind of seems to be most of the, like, soon as like the first big name comes, they start doing the recruiting. Yeah,
pretty much.
I mean, it's like, hey, you need to come play with me. And,
exactly. You get one guy, and then they start getting, 2 or 3 of the other guys. But there's a few this year that are not, obviously the 3 last year were going, obviously Zion and RJ Barrett were going. But I can't see a person there's maybe one person on the team now that's a one and done guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's only one person that may be like physically, the Vernon Carey, he may be okay. Everybody else, they're okay.
Yeah.
Trey Jones, the point guard, he needs to stay another year. His offense is terrible. He's a great defender and a good point guard. He can't score. He's not going to score in the league.
That's a bad thing though, is because there's so few.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a top 15 pick, I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
That's the one Duke is the one thing I think about, of that next. How do you replace him? What happens to Duke when he's done?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because, it's always like, well, you'd bring in a Wojo or somebody that, that sat on his bench for a while, played for him, and does all this of like, it's not.
Well, you thought.
It's just not the same.
Everybody thought it was going to be Capel. But when.
Is that what we're going to do? We're going to call him Capel and not Capel?
Is it Capel? I don't know how to say it. I'm not a fucking analyst.
Well, I mean, just a fan of them, but okay, whatever.
I'm not a fan of Pittsburgh.
You are an analyst. You are a fan professional. Well, yeah, he played for Duke. You jerked off to him when you were a child.
Dude, he played in like the 80s.
I don't know. I don't know how old you are. I don't know when you were born. I don't know dates, okay?
Anyway.
I don't know math, all right?
You know who knows
found
math?
Me out.
You know who knows math? The kids who go to Duke.
I'm sure they do. All I ever think about when I hear Duke is from me, myself, and Irene goes, you end up at Duke with them sling blade motherfuckers.
Anyway, but everybody thought it was going to be Capel, right?
Yeah,
Capel. Okay, everybody thought it was going to be him until Coach K had those heart problems, and Capel lost like 5 games, and was like, probably not him. He needs to go somewhere else.
It's probably. I mean, I think the next one it'll be somebody that does not have Duke ties.
You think so?
I hope so, because that never works.
No, it doesn't work.
What's going on up in Michigan? They got their Michigan guy.
Yeah.
It's always, in UCLA basketball is doing that. Well, we got a UCLA Bruin. He knows the winning tradition of,
Does he?
He knows it.
Yeah.
But
it's hard to, it's hard to implement.
You got to be a good coach. It just doesn't matter that you went there.
It's going to be, if it's not somebody, if it's Duke tied, I see them going and getting Dawkins from UCF.
Okay.
Just because obviously he took UCF to 3 dances, 1 to a Sweet 16, played Duke to the final seconds.
Yep.
That could be just one reason, you could do that. But if you're not, you're looking for an up and coming coach because it doesn't matter anymore. You're still going to get the premier players because you are Duke.
For a bit
until you start to suck.
Again, look at UCLA.
Yeah.
They're one of the top 5 of all time. They
haven't done anything since.
Do they still have a basketball team? I mean,
they haven't
that's
been good since Westbrook and Kevin Love were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it falls off pretty quick.
06?
Pretty quick.
5?
And they,
like it.
I mean, it was
they haven't been competitive since then.
No, they haven't won anything since the 90s.
Yeah.
But that's I think it'll be that. Yeah, obviously it'll be an up and comer.
Yeah.
That is clean.
Mm-hmm.
Good coach, but is clean.
Yeah.
Because that's you can't go to Duke if there's any kind of baggage because they can't hide it.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Krzyzewski got away with some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and most of his is like all the money for the shoe contracts and shit like that. Well, you don't, everybody else gets shit on for that. He doesn't. He kind of skids by.
Uh-huh.
And that doesn't happen.
No, not with a new guy.
I mean, when they find out like the, what was it at Louisville with the Adidas contract?
Yeah.
It's like, well, they gave $27 million to Louisville. It's like, if Pitino took 25 of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be somebody younger and, an up-and-coming guy, I think. Who knows? Who knows how long he's going to coach? He may coach till he dies.
Another 10 years in him still.
I mean, who knows? I could see, I think the Ohio State's coach is too good of a coach to coach Ohio State basketball.
Absolutely. And actually, that was kind of my thought of like, if you're in this 4-year span, which I don't know how Coach K is. He's late 60s.
He's in his 70s. He's in his 70s, I believe.
So you go 4 years. If Holtman takes Ohio State to the dance a few times, I mean, because, last year they didn't have much.
No.
Now they've turned into a train wreck this year.
Yeah.
But, he develops a couple of these kids, makes a run. That's a guy that ends up somewhere like that.
Someone who started out lower level.
Like with Ohio State, of like, they're such a big school. Like their others. I mean, now they obviously win a lot.
Other sports are bad.
They win a lot of national championships and like shit you don't really know about. Like,
like their hockey's not bad.
We won in pistol. I mean, their wrestling program is
phenomenal. Yeah.
But that was kind of one guy that kind of put that on the map. Now they have other national champions, but you know, Kyle Snyder kind of
he was
that on the mark.
Animal.
But then like you look at their basketball team, like, well, you haven't won since 1951.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you made it to the finals.
Yeah, it came close.
I mean, then you made it to a Final Four. But it's like, then you start running numbers like you got 50,000 students. You ain't got 5 of them that can fucking play basketball. Because I look at it obviously from the golf side of things of like, they are perennially the fucking worst at golf. I mean, they're just bad. Of like 50,000 students. You ain't got 5 guys that know how to play golf. Not 5.
My thing of it is, you don't even win your state kids.
No.
In-state kids.
No.
You don't win those recruiting guys. Let's just talk about our area. How many kids in this area have went to
Michigan and Michigan State.
Michigan State. Kennard went to Duke. Matthias went to Purdue.
Yeah.
All these other kids are going different places.
I'll give you the Kennard thing because if you're going to Duke, you're not going to Ohio State.
No, you're not.
But if you're going to Purdue, Michigan State, it's tough that you're getting out of the state.
Exactly. And I get the Duke thing too. If you're going to Duke, you're going to Duke.
You're not going to Ohio State.
It's been handfuls of kids that are just skipping over. So if you're not winning your in-state kids, you're probably not winning other states.
Well, I think the interesting thing is because I think it'll be gone by then. But when LeBron James's kid, I think he'll go right into the NBA because I think that rule is going to be gone.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of in the next collective bargaining thing, that's going to go by the wayside.
Yeah.
But to see it, because LeBron's always said a huge Ohio State, huge Ohio State, huge Ohio State. Is your son going to go there?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Which it shouldn't matter, and actually he probably should just for the branding of it because it doesn't matter what you play. I mean, if you can sell that Ohio State logo later on in life, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he took D Wade's kid with him.
Yeah. So maybe you got a chance.
Maybe, who knows?
But they'll both be in the NBA and forego high school because
for sure
that needs to happen. That's if just like get them out. They don't. If they should be in the NBA, they should be in the NBA.
I get the football one because it's a body thing. It's a physical thing for high school to NFL.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a physical, it's a body thing. But why not?
Well, what it was had nothing to do with the body. It was there was a run of like 5 years, kind of with the Kwame Brown in them.
Yeah,
these high school to NBA that were just terrible busts.
Yeah,
of like, but that's on your team. You put this rule in, so you could have them go away. Basically, you put a rule in to stop your own teams from drafting shitty players.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what they did.
But how many number 1 picks in the last 5 years have been good?
Yeah.
Go 10 years.
It really, I mean,
I can't put one on a number 1 overall pick being the best.
I'll tell you what, because a lot of them's been in that like 11, 12.
For sure.
Where it's like, hey, you got
you have a decent team.
You got a rookie contract to kind of feel yourself out. And obviously, since we're Ohio, we talk about Ohio State stuff but the Michael Redd thing. Michael Redd was nobody in the NBA for a long time. And then
got it going
on.
Yeah.
I mean, man, that's you know what? I'll be real honest. I couldn't. Zion was. I was going to say I almost couldn't tell you who the number 1 pick was last year.
Yeah,
That's because he didn't play till last week.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm looking it up.
He's furiously typing on his phone.
Well, I'm curious.
I know.
Because what's
I'm just trying to fill some dead air.
Yeah. What's the point of, not having the high school 2 pro at 1 year in college and you're just, and that player's being a bust anyway? What the fuck's the matter? Or, hey, maybe have your fucking teams do some research. If this kid isn't really that good, don't fucking draft him. And not everybody, RIP, not everybody's Kobe, not everybody's LeBron, not everybody's fucking Dwight Howard.
And I want to say this too of the, they'll come out and they say this, so they need to be ready. Well, full of shit.
Yeah.
Well, it helps out college. Well, it doesn't. Well, it helps sell tickets. You know what? If Zion was in the NBA, spoiler alert, Duke sells out every fucking game anyway.
For sure.
And it's not like these guys aren't going, like Ohio State doesn't sell out every game.
Yeah.
These guys aren't going to Ohio State. I mean, Greg Oden did.
Yeah.
And
he's turned out well.
Yeah, that went well. Well, actually, the other one did. He did the point guard.
Mike Conley.
Yeah. Still in the league.
Still in the league.
Made a lot of money.
Number 1.
When he went 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't go number 1. But Greg Oden could have also been 57. You don't know.
Yeah.
I mean.
Exactly. All right, so here we go. Number 1 overall picks. We'll go since 2008 because I like Derrick Rose. You can make an argument, maybe Derrick Rose.
Well, he was an MVP, so, I mean, he just kind of, injuries.
Blake Griffin.
He's been
John Wall. No.
Is he even in the league?
He's hurt every year. The next one was Kyrie.
Well, he's just been,
He's just back and forth.
But I will give you that. Without him, Cleveland does not win that championship.
Yeah. And then you can give me Kyrie and you can give me Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I'll take those two. But other than that, Anthony Bennett.
Who?
That's who the Cavs drafted in 13.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Wiggins.
What's he done?
The Cavs drafted Wiggins.
Yeah.
Nothing. He got traded for LeBron.
Right.
Or for Kevin Love, sorry.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns he's been okay. Not as dominant as you thought. Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, DeAndre Ayton, and Zion Williamson. I will take 2 of those players over the last 10 years to be drafted.
Of those last 5. Okay, let's I want to break down 2 things here. One of them is like 3 years in redoing his shot because he can't shoot.
Ben Simmons or Fultz?
Simmons.
Fultz had shoulder surgery, can't shoot.
Well, and that's different. Yeah. But I'm just talking. Couldn't shoot.
No, couldn't shoot.
And the last one of them blows out his knee. Come back. He's had some good games. But they have a training staff reteaching him how to walk properly to take pressure off his knees.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. Now let's talk about the people who came straight from high school. You have Kobe. You have
R.I.P. Kobe.
You have LeBron, Dwight Howard, Yao Ming.
What was he? Well, you don't know.
He didn't go to college.
Yeah, but he came from China.
Okay, fuck, he didn't go to China college.
Yeah, but you don't know.
He didn't.
Was he 18?
It didn't say age.
Probably not. No. I think actually if they had military service or something over there.
Yeah. Obviously, like Kwame Brown and those guys suck.
Yeah, oh, man.
But what's the difference? That's my thing. What's the difference?
There isn't a difference. Isn't any.
1 year in college doesn't make you that much better of a basketball player.
Yeah.
It gives you more opportunity to play the game and maybe develop your individual skills, but it's still playing against NBA players.
Yeah. And also, for those guys, they're going to be... Because every year, the top 5 of the NBA draft is already predetermined. Now, all those guys are doing in that year in college is just playing for position of those top 5 spots.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's down to 2, maybe 3 for that number 1 spot. You're just putting mileage on legs that don't need to be there. They just don't need to be there.
Zion was the best player on the floor when he was on the floor last year.
Yeah.
When he was healthy. I go back to Anthony Davis. Could anybody fucking guard Anthony Davis in college? No. What was the 1 year? He was just as fucking big last year. The previous year, his senior year in high school. The competition maybe was a little better. Other than that, I don't see it. I don't see the point. Let them go make money.
And that's the other thing of like also playing a position that doesn't exist in the NBA.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah,
it really doesn't.
It doesn't anymore. No, there's no true 5 anymore.
That's just let them go out of high school.
Yeah.
And then nobody really cares anyways.
No, because it's the NBA.
Do you think we lost more listeners
Probably.
with the basketball talk as opposed to the MMA talk?
I think the basketball talk, the high school to college, that talk, I think it's relevant.
That's 100% relevant.
I think it's way better. It's an actually conversation you can have two sides on because everybody doesn't like the NBA. I don't really know an adult who sits down and watches NBA games.
I do not.
No, I don't either. I know ones who watch the highlights the next day.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But yeah, it's a big topic because I can name a lot of adults who sit down and watch college basketball basketball,
Right. That's and we're getting on to the worst part of the year, as football ends.
Yeah.
And this I'll qualify this of it sucks until baseball starts, but nobody watches baseball either, but I'm just going to say this for like Sports Center for their top 10.
Yeah.
Because at least there's diving catches and stuff in baseball that come back into play.
Yeah.
But you have this time frame where it's only dunks that make the top 10. I'm like, hey, this 6'10" guy dunked it. Number 1.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I hate the diving catches because, and the same reason why I hate the dunks. You're doing your job?
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like football players, the ones, like you watch a kickoff.
Well, here's another one.
Like a 100-yard kickoff return.
But
those don't happen.
But did you like the you got jacked up segment that they used to do with big NFL hits?
Oh,
these guys were just doing their fucking job.
I mean, yeah, I get it, but big hit's a big hit.
Yeah, but still, just doing his job.
Yeah, he was.
Doesn't need to be on a list.
Well, he doesn't, but his job isn't to
tackle people.
It is. Yes, but you don't have to deliver a blow like that. You can just wrap up around the legs,
Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever you got to do to defend your own statement. But
I'm just saying,
whatever.
That's a better play than a sliding catch. Is a sliding catch difficult to do? Fucking ain't right. But I'd rather see a 90-foot.
And I'm not just talking about like a sliding. I'm talking about the guy
who runs it down,
dives fucking head first into the wall.
Yeah. I get that, but I'd rather see a fucking 90-foot putt than a goddamn home run or a dunk.
And those make the list.
Yes,
it's just they don't happen often.
No, they don't. But like, I get it. It's not the most exciting sport in the world, but golf to me is the hardest fucking sport in the world.
100%. Well, I mean, the hardest sport we're not getting hit.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way, that you're not getting hit.
How many NFL players are actually good at golf?
Kickers.
Kickers? Really?
Very good.
Isn't Romo good at golf?
Romo's good.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the kickers are, that's where it's at.
Okay. Well, anyway, but it's a hard sport.
Yeah.
It is because you have to, that little fucking ball's got to go straight with wind, with everything,
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So when, you have a great putt like that over a hilly fucking piece of grass,
and realize that that green's running about the speed of the concrete.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just
faster than shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is more impressive to me than, a dunk, a home run, a touchdown pass. Unless like the touchdown pass is a 90-yarder and the guy catches it one hand, does a backflip. Yeah, put that on there.
So Odell catches.
Yeah, sure, whatever. But the bad part is we've seen so many cool things. It's really hard to top it.
I'll tell you what I like more than the top 10.
Yeah.
Is when they do the not top 10.
Yeah, it's better.
Like, let me see these professional athletes fuck up.
It's so funny.
Hey, that's something I would do.
Yeah, exactly. Or the Monday night segment, Come On Man.
Yeah.
That was always funny.
Yeah.
That was always funny.
It's one of my not top 10 moments, and I can't even remember the player there's two of them, and they're both with baseball.
Okay.
It was a guy went to bunt, and he popped it up, just right back to the pitcher.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about halfway to the pitcher's mound, and the pitcher comes running off the mound and dives to make a diving catch.
Yeah.
And the ball hits the ground, and that pitcher fell at least 6 to 7 feet short of that ball. Of like to the point, like the catcher's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I mean, you trying to make a diving catch, and
not even close.
Come close.
Not even close.
And then the other one was a pitcher for the Angels.
Okay,
and the only reason it sucks is because what he did after it. First pitch of the game. Guy lines one into left field for a hit.
Okay.
That guy gets on with a hit. The pitcher retires the next 27 straight batters of like one pitch.
Yeah.
And he would have had a perfect game. But because of that one pitch, he didn't get a perfect game.
Yeah.
He didn't even get a no-hitter.
Yeah.
Didn't walk anybody else. I mean, just like, you threw a perfect game, except that first fucking warm-up pitch that that guy hit. It's like, man, that's great outing. I guess it's a complete game shutout.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind the dunks. They're cool. But yeah, when you're right, when you know a guy can dunk,
I mean,
you just assume that they should do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the thing of, this is the highest percentage shot there is.
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
Yeah.
I literally had to jump 18 inches.
Yeah. I'll do the alley-oops. You can get kind of creative with the alley-oops.
But really, it's only when the pass is bad.
Oh, yeah.
Where they got to stretch out, where they really got to get up and stretch out.
Yeah, or, even the tomahawk it. I love that myself.
See, but that,
a big block, I'll put that on there. You see Zion's block the other day?
No.
Where, he had to jump. He jumped up and out towards this shot. And kind of like that one that he made back at Duke. Yes.
When it was like, he's still going up.
Yeah. It was one of those. Sent it like fucking 20 rows into the goddamn stand. Like, that needs to be on there.
Yeah.
If you send a fucking basketball that high into the crowd.
Well, the one that is so weird to me, like, back in the day, like when Jordan would get on a breakaway.
Yeah.
Like, you're pretty excited of the dunk that he's going to do.
Yeah.
But then you watch LeBron get on a breakaway.
And
it's like, it just anymore. And it's probably because I'm older. It's like, and he jumps, does a big windmill or whatever he does. And like his head almost hits the rim and he dunks it of like, fucking rim's just too low. Of like, it's not even impressive. When you almost hit your head on it. It's just not impressive.
Well,
I mean,
it's pretty fucking impressive. You almost hit your head on the rim.
I understand that, but the act of putting the ball through the hoop.
Yeah.
When your hit was like, it's like, go slam this in that trash can. That's kind of what it's like. But, good for him for being able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably couldn't dunk on an 8-foot rim right now. I can break my ankle, blow my knee out.
All the above.
Back problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, boy, man, we spent a lot of time talking basketball, so be happy for that.
Hey, we got to talk about something here next week.
Yeah, we'll find something. Though.
Yeah.
I'll write some stuff.
Cool. So, Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl's coming up.
The Super Bowl.
Excited for it.
I am.
I actually am. And the weird thing is like super excited for the game.
Yeah.
And there's like no fucking chatter about it. Really. No. I think just because there's no controversy. No. Like nobody upset anybody to get here.
And nobody hates each other.
It's two teams that at the end of the day, you step back and look at the whole league, go, probably the two teams that should have been in it.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
The only other, you could make the argument for Baltimore, but
you make the argument for New Orleans, they shouldn't have fucking got beat by the Vikings.
But when you get beat that early, it doesn't matter. You're not in the talk. So you got number one offense, number one defense. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
a fun one.
Let's see what happens. I'm
excited for it. I'm excited that it starts at 6:30.
I wish 6, but okay.
We can't be beggars, can't be choosers. Well,
I
better
can.
than fucking 8:15 like the goddamn college
on a
game.
Fucking Monday.
Yeah.
Fucking college.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, the 6:30. It'll be fun. I'm glad it's somebody different. That's one of my favorite parts. We break up the Patriot run. It has nothing to do with the fucking Patriots. Just tired of watching them play in the Super Bowl.
It's something different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's some storylines of, it's been 50 years for the Chiefs, and
Niners haven't won since 94.
Their coach trying to get the monkey off his back. And, the Niners, obviously, more current, but like 94.
94 is not that current anymore.
But, compared to the Chiefs, pretty current. I mean, so it's, new blood. It's
and I go both. I lean both ways.
I've heard that about you.
Really?
That's what the word in the street is.
You're not supposed to talk. I mean, who told you?
I thought we were supposed to be honest on this show. We promised each other we'd be honest on this show.
All right. Well, I go both ways.
Actually, I don't think we ever made that promise. Did we?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, I lie all the time.
Yeah. Anyway, I like the Niners. I like the team. I like what they do. I like Shanahan. one of my favorite Broncos of all time is John Lynch. He's the GM. I want to see them succeed. The other hand is I think Andy Reid is maybe the greatest coach to ever win a Super Bowl, and I really would like him to get him, except he coaches for the Chiefs. And what have I said the last 3 weeks?
The Chiefs.
Fuck the Chiefs. Go Niners.
Man, can't get that fandom out of there, can you?
Can't. I won't.
And I think even starting last time we spoke, I've been leaning Niners the whole time, just on the defensive thing. And I just kind of like it, but
the Chiefs can score at will.
I've been wishy-washy on the whole of like, they can score. Okay, so, say the Niners get the ball and they're let's just say they're doing what they've done where Garoppolo's not throwing. They're just running it down your throat and they're like a 6-minute drive.
Mm-hmm.
Touchdown. Chiefs get the ball. Score in a minute and a half.
Yep.
Then the Niners go on another 5-minute drive of like, how long can your defense? I know that you can score really fast with your Chiefs, but does that cause the Niners to score faster because your defense is just on the fucking field all the time?
Yep. It's tough because if the Niners are able to do what they did last week and what they did against Minnesota,
I don't think Kansas City can win if the Niners can run like that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anybody can because you throw 8 passes, have 280 some yards rushing.
It's basically all the Niners defense has to do is make you punt twice, and the game's over.
The game's over because, and I said it last week, the X factor with the Niners defense and Patrick Mahomes is they don't have to blitz to get pressure.
Right.
You can get your pressure with your front four. That makes a huge difference because you can drop everybody else in the coverage. You can put 2 dudes on Kelsey. You can put 2 dudes on Tyreek Hill and have somebody else beat you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's going to be, I think, is the X factor with that. I think Kansas City may have to actually run the ball.
I think they 100% have to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense, it's all pass rush oriented.
Yeah.
Like if they can run the ball, that defense isn't. Hey, it's if it's 3rd down and 5 is a big deal.
Yeah.
If it's 3rd down and 3, it's not as big a deal because you just can't go. Well, they're going to pass.
Yeah.
Although, like 80% of the time, that's what they do.
Yeah.
But if you start looking at that and you start playing the numbers game, kind of how the NFL goes.
Yeah.
With quarterbacks. It's usually that 2.5 seconds and it's gone. And now your Hall of Famers, it's more like 2 seconds and that thing's gone.
Mm-hmm.
If Patrick Mahomes can get 3 seconds, San Francisco's got a problem.
Yeah.
In the
if he gets his 2 seconds, they may have a problem.
But I think where their problem's going to be is his mobility. And that's there's San Diego. They'd never be in this game.
Fuck the Chargers.
San Francisco, like the games that they've struggled.
Yeah.
RPO.
Yep.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of that.
That's what Andy Reid does.
Right.
And go ahead. Sorry.
And what's Andy Reid really good at? Screen passes.
And
they will fuck you up on a screen pass.
Take away the pass rush, man. That's the best way to do it.
And I know everybody talks Bosa and that, that edge and stuff, but they're going to chip him.
Yeah.
He's going to get a sack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, but it's the 2 guys inside that's the most important.
Yeah.
Because you split out and open. If they don't get pressure up and he can step up, then you eliminate Bosa.
Yep.
I'm not a coach. That's just my thoughts.
I am super excited for what Andy Reid has drawn up.
Yeah.
I mean, I am. All the motions and the formations and all that stuff. It's not just for fucking show. There's a point to every motion he does. It's them to, even if they slide a half a gap over, that's all some people need. That's all the Chiefs need, obviously. They're the second best team or the best team in the NFL. That's all they need. So if you can motion one guy and get somebody to slide over just a half a gap, you're beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Mahomes can put the ball anywhere. And so I think that, that's something you're going to look for. You're going to look for a lot of motions. You're going to look for a lot of screen passes, like you said. You're going to look for Travis Kelce to have a fantastic fucking game. Because when he gets the ball, they win.
Absolutely.
When he gets the ball, they win.
He's the Achilles heel of the
Niners.
Of how the Niners play in their second, because they're a zone cover team.
Yep.
And that's where that 2 to 3 second window comes up of like,
yep.
Hey man, that zone cover shit doesn't work with 3.5 seconds. It just doesn't.
It doesn't.
I mean,
yeah.
And it doesn't have to be Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce.
No, it can be anybody.
If it was 3.5 to 4 seconds against the fucking Bengals,
yeah,
they're gonna make those passes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the NFL.
You can't guard somebody for that fucking long.
That was what I liked. And a lot of people talking this week, and the big thing that everybody says today is, well, nobody's talking about Kansas City's defense. Which, okay, I'll give you that. I mean, they played better.
Yeah,
but well, they are improved. Yeah, it's because we're playing like shit earlier.
Yeah,
so I mean,
it's really easy to.
They're
improve.
an average defense.
Yeah.
Statistically, they might rank a little higher, but it's like
they have some.
They're
players.
not top 3.
No,
I mean,
God, they have some players. You got D Ford, Tyrann Mathieu. Chris Jones, they get after it.
Yeah.
My favorite comment I've seen is D Ford comes out and says, the Niners haven't seen a pass rush like me. Do you know why that's funny?
No.
He played for Seattle last year.
That is funny.
They saw you twice. You've played for Seattle for 5 years. They saw you 10 times at least.
Know who you are.
Yeah, they know who you are, dude.
They have tape on you.
Yeah,
playing them.
Yeah, that might be my favorite comment so far.
But what I always want to say when they say, well, they're improved. Kansas City's got a good defense. When you kind of look at, the way they rank defense in the NFL, if you're not a top 3 NFL defense, you're an average NFL defense. Because outside of, like, once you got San Diego, and then it was Baltimore probably second.
Who's San Diego?
Or I'm sorry, San Francisco. Why do I keep saying? I think Phillip Rivers on my mind because I heard a lot of chatter about him going to Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
but
well, they play in L.A., so
yeah, I understand. But he still lived in San Diego.
Yeah,
because he just moved from San Diego to Florida.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Said he wouldn't move from San Diego to L.A.
Yeah, but he
moved to Florida.
Okay,
so
he belongs in Florida. Fuck him.
Kinda.
Yeah,
but and I think Baltimore was either second or third, somewhere in there. Yeah. But outside of that, I mean, there's once you get to that 4 and 5 spot in team rankings on defense, it's pretty everybody's pretty even until you get to the bottom tier.
Yeah, like I would say like 5 through 12, probably all around the same.
Probably the Patriots.
Patriots
probably went 49ers, Patriots, Baltimore. I think
probably Minnesota's was up there, I think, as a decent defense.
They got thumped around early, though.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they're okay. The interesting thing is Spagnuolo likes to blitz.
Right.
If you blitz a running team and you miss on your blitz, you're fucked. I mean, you're fucked.
And let's not forget, they're gonna have, Jimmy G is gonna make some throws.
Yeah.
Because you're going to tell me that they haven't been drawing up pass plays for the playoffs that they haven't had to fucking use yet?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's going to be some shit that you haven't seen. Not, that you'd have shit that you hadn't seen because it's Super Bowl week. But they have shit from NFC Championship week that they didn't use. So now they're stacking stuff up.
Yeah.
And I had heard somebody talking, I think it was, it might have been Ike Taylor. Surprisingly good interview.
Yeah, you told me that last week. Yeah.
But what he was talking was Shanahan's, it's kind of their concept. Obviously, a lot of coaches do that of their plays are designed not against your defense. Their plays are designed against the rules of your defense.
Yeah.
And that's in bending those rules of doing this to make you do this. And that means that if you do that, then he's got to do. And I mean, it's very intricate, which I'm not a coach and you are an offensive coach.
Yes.
I mean, is that how you coach your players?
Yes, it is. That's how I mean that's how you run it. That's how you should do it.
Right.
Yeah. So whatever.
Obviously, it's a different,
it's a different level.
Maybe a little different level than what you're coaching
Division
against.
7 football, but
how do we beat cover two?
You always look at how they play certain things, and you just make them not do those things. I mean, as simple as that sounds, it's the truth. I mean, if you got a team that just as simple as setting their defensive front. If they set their front to a tight end or away from a running back, and then you move your running back just so to run the opposite way, that's what I'm saying. It's just it's simple shit. Like obviously, even in the NFL, it's just simple shit like that. Even as a motion, if you want this linebacker to move to the other side of the field because he's in the way, then they're going to just motion that guy over.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's simple shit.
I just found that because obviously I've never been a coach, and I played football till I was sophomore or whatever, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
But just I love the one. I've told you many times that the detail show from Peyton Manning. That's fucking
it's awesome.
Favorite.
Yeah.
Of just the thoughts of they're playing this defense, which means that safety back there. Here's the things he's not allowed to do in this defense, and if we do this, he's got to make a decision.
And that's what we run into a lot is with our athletes we have in the area. We have the best. Typically, of the teams we play, we have the best athletes.
Yeah, I would concur.
Okay,
with that.
good. I mean, we do. So when you got a lot of teams play a lot of cover 4 against us. So if that safety starts to cheat over one way, that corner sits, around the mid-level line.
Yeah,
we just pick them apart that way.
Right.
You run, they're in cover 4. If you say you're in trips, you run a guy in the middle of the field. Okay, one safety's going to have to take him. You run a guy shallow to the outside. Either the corner bites on that, and then you run a flag behind him. What's that corner going to do? What's that safety going to do? You read the corner. If the corner comes up to take the out, you throw the flag. Yeah. So it's easy shit like that.
Yeah. It's just it intrigues me. I love watching masters kind of break that stuff down because obviously, as each level you go up, it just gets of the for the most
shit.
Sorry, for the most part, that's talk about college quarterbacks of just never played against the disguises of defense. The fact of you're a half a second after the snap and you still don't know what kind of defense they're running because they hit everything. Of
the cool part about a lot of offensive coordinators is they like to read the safeties.
Right.
That's the thing they like to read. So when you get an aggressive safety, offensive coordinators are going to fucking love that.
Right.
Because they're just going to burn them. I mean, they are. They like to stick their nose because let's say that you're running the football, especially like the Niners do. Your defensive line's not making that tackle. Your linebackers aren't making the tackle. You, as a safety, have to start coming up and making the tackle. Right. Once it happens 2 or 3 times, that's when you're burnt.
And I think that's
because you start getting a little nosy up in there.
Like the two of the best that we've seen in our era.
Yeah.
Of the Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed.
Yeah.
Of because no quarterback had a fucking clue what those two guys were doing.
No, they would just fucking pace.
They didn't have any.
No.
It's like, well, we scheme this defense with 10 guys because this guy, he's so good at the sport. Do whatever you want. I mean, it's just really just do whatever you want.
Yeah. Did I kick you?
No, you kicked my chair.
Sorry.
And it rattled carriage.
Carriage.
But that's I'm intrigued about that. I think what the shocking thing would be is we'll do all this talking about the offense and all this and stuff.
Be like fucking 10-7.
Yeah, like one of those games, or like they're not like fucking 9-6. Remember that LSU Alabama game, 9-6 national championship game.
Yeah, but, I hope to God not.
Either that or actually it'd be fantastic if it was the one of those just the like shit show games where it was like, well, the Super Bowl was 49-47 of like, that's awesome.
It's a fun game. Yeah.
There's so many times, which I did hear. Actually, my brother told me this because I didn't see it, but he said they actually extended for more commercials because they sold so many.
Wow!
So there's going to be more commercials. $11 million per spot.
Now I know how you feel about commercials.
Yeah.
Are you a Super Bowl commercial fan?
The last couple years, no, because they kind of been shit.
Yeah, they have. The last few years have been garbage.
But I feel like. Because I feel like Doritos got out of the mix, like they weren't in it last year, and usually they have some better ones. I think we're all tired of the GoDaddy shit. Of like, hey, the chick ain't getting naked on TV, so let's I don't need to.
I'm a fan of the staple, the Golden Lab and the Clydesdale Budweiser commercial.
Yeah,
that's a fan. Always nice to see that.
It feels like a lot of them. Like they had some. I mean, I hate to see what they spent, but like remember, like you get a Chevy truck commercial where it's like. The American Farmer.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking 2.5 minutes. Like, just paid like $87 million for this commercial. And guess what? Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers it.
No. Everyone remembers either something
it's funny,
awful or funny.
Yeah.
If it's absolutely one of the worst commercials or if it's the best commercial.
It has to, because it's going to sound really stupid, but I've read a book on that because it's about like memory things.
Oh, yeah.
About when you want to memorize stuff, you kind of have to move an emotion.
Yeah.
and laughter.
Yeah.
And kind of that cringy, obviously if it would make you throw up, you'd remember it. But that kind of that cringiness feeling.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many comedies that, you remember of the, just that, because you could feel yourself in that situation going, I don't like it like this. Well, that's why everybody remember the Doritos commercial, because it's funny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The one where the fucking baby popped out of the lady just to grab the Dorito bag, I fucking thought it was hilarious. Yeah. Just shot right out of there.
When they did the dog commercial sneaking in,
Yeah.
And then the American farmer.
Have you seen the Doritos commercial yet?
No.
They played it.
Oh, did they?
Either it may not be the Super Bowl one, but it's a new Doritos commercial. You know the song like Old Town Road, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it made me laugh because of the stupidness of it. So it's set in Western times, and Sam Elliott walks in.
Big fan.
Yeah, walks in, the bartender, and he starts saying the lyrics to Old Town Road to the bartender as if they're having a conversation, and it's fucking hilarious.
That's great.
It's awesome. And there's a second half of it too, but I only watched that part of it. But I just was like, that's awesome. I can't wait to watch that.
That Sam Elliott is so, when he gets, cause everything he does, like he's just so serious.
Yeah.
When he does comedy stuff,
it's the best.
It's so funny.
When he was on Parks and Rec and
my God.
and played the opposite, played like the tree hugging, vegan and wore sandals.
Gonna go do some yoga.
Yeah, and he's got that deep ass voice.
Like, got my Prius.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Oh, love that. That's well, I get we're probably getting to that point of we need to start making some picks. So it's the line on that is, what did you say, 1.5?
Yeah.
Kansas City is giving 1.5, which is basically a coin flip,
pretty much.
I mean,
yeah. I'm probably going Niners, and I think anybody can say this about the Super Bowl, but Nick, I can see KC winning too. But I'm going to go Niners by 4.
Niners by 4. Do you have a score?
Yeah, I have a score.
Okay.
34-30.
Okay, that's respectable.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go against myself because I felt so good for this.
Exactly, that's my
where
feeling.
It's one of those things of like, I'm probably going to go Kansas City now.
Yeah.
Just because, just having that thought of, man, this is a good matchup. This is a good game. Of thinking that, because I think everybody's excited for the matchup, so it makes me want to say that we're gonna get one of those old school shit show Super Bowls where Kansas City wins 35-10, where it just like
I hope not, but
where it'd be like everybody's like, well, Kansas City starts slow, but then they'll come out and start fast, like boom, they're up 14-0. I'm like, I mean,
so what are you going?
I am going Kansas City.
Okay.
34.
Okay.
I like your 34 number.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
And it's kind of just, I like that, but the fact that I feel like the Niners are going to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
So I hate being on that 21 number, but that's just going to be where I go. But I'll go Kansas City's going to cover.
Okay.
Which, 1.5. So unless there's a late safety.
Yeah.
They won.
They won on a safety. Yeah.
But that would be awesome. I wonder if there's ever been a game.
2 games have been decided by a safety in the NFL history. But
like at the end.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying like the game-winning safety 2 times.
That's awesome.
One was a Thursday night football game because I watched it.
What's more awesome is the fact that you know that.
2 games. Cameron Wake on a Thursday night game won it against, I want to say, the Bengals.
Man,
on a Thursday night football game.
Again, that makes sense.
Bengals or somebody. Anyway, he won on a walk-off safety. Not even like a penalty end zone safety, a legit safety. Yeah, and then the announcer said that it was like the second time it happened. So
that is good stat.
Thank you.
That's a phenomenal stat.
I really hope I'm right since we're really talking it up.
Somebody's going to have to fact check that one. Because I'll forget by the time I get home.
Exactly. Yeah.
I never remember to fact check myself. I just spew out garbage and see what sticks.
Yeah. We don't get any responses from people, so I mean, we must be doing okay.
Yeah. I didn't get any hate mail yet.
Yeah.
I haven't got any panties either, so. So I think we're just in that mediocre realm. Like to ride that right down the center.
Yeah.
I will say this, though, on the back to the football side, not the panty side of it.
Okay.
I watched an interview with Ron Rivera today.
Yeah.
I like him so much.
Yeah.
That I like, obviously, I'm a Bengals fan, but you can't always root for him.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, I watch the Browns because they're a shit show.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's fun. I kind of want to come, after watching his interview, I'm like, I kind of want to be a Redskins fan.
Man.
I mean, it's just like, like I was excited for their season next year just listening to him.
Mm-hmm. He's so well respected. And so, I mean, he just says everything right. And you just want to believe him because he just has that trustworthy, that honesty, hardworking, just, feel and grace to him. That you just like him. You know what I mean? I don't know anybody who's ever said anything negative about him.
And you'd be real honest, he got fired because Cam Newton couldn't stay healthy the last couple of years. I mean, that's it. I mean, but that's the NFL. Your quarterback goes down, means you get a losing record, means you're fired.
Yep. And that's how it is. But, it just says the kind of guy he is. I mean, he had a press conference at his own facility he just was fired at.
He was talking, he mentioned that he was talking with Luke Kuechly.
Yeah.
I'd say moments before, but, within like an hour or so, before he was making his announcement, or Kuechly's announcement to retire, before he went on video.
Yeah.
Of like, that's the boy, and then the question is like, does he end up on your coaching staff? How nice would that be?
That'd be cool.
I mean,
I
think we talked about that last week of he should be a coach.
Should be a coach because when you're calling plays out in the 30 seconds, 25 seconds you have to see the formation, you're probably pretty fucking good at probably coaching or just even being a quality control guy who just does that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just is in charge of looking at what other people do and figuring out how to defend it.
It's an old guy that even your veterans on your team, it's Luke Kuechly. They're going to respect him. Because his main gig is just the film study of not bad to have a guy that's done it at a high level.
Yep.
And I know most of them have.
Yeah.
But they did it at a high level 20 years ago. Well, these kids are 22. They don't know who they don't know you.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, this kid, they watched him play. They're going to listen. Hey, this is what it takes.
Yeah. And if you don't do it, you're probably done. Yeah.
It just,
one of my favorite things, and it was on the Hard Knocks a few years ago, and Greg Williams was coaching for the Rams at the time, and he's talking to the players in the defensive room, and it's the rookies, and he goes, "This is the first time that you're not recruited. We have everybody in this building is an NFL player. If you think that you just come in and do whatever the fuck you want, we will fucking cut you."
Yeah.
I mean, he says that to these guys. He goes, "This is the only time, this is the first time you've never been recruited. We can get anybody to come in. If you're not going to do what we ask you to do, we'll cut your ass."
Yeah.
And I'm like, that he's a guy who has that respect of the players to say that to people, because other people say that and then you lose the respect. You know what I mean?
And that's one of those things to think about too, of the 53-man roster. Is there 10 guys that are untouchable that they wouldn't cut? Is there even that many?
Maybe
but that
10.
would kind of be max.
Yeah.
So even if that's the max, if you're saying every team's got, so there's 43 guys.
Yeah.
That for the first time in their careers, every Tuesday, because that's when it happens in the NFL, every Tuesday, guys are flown in to try out for your job all season.
Yep.
Hey, it's week 15. You've been playing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working out 3 guys to see if they might be better than you. And then we're going to cut you.
Yeah.
That's just the reality. And I think it gets caught up with everybody because you really only hear, like the Michael Thomas or the top flight wide receiver, their salary, the quarterback, stuff like that. For the most part, a lot of those guys, I mean, you want to say that a lot of those guys don't make a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
But
compared to the other people,
there's a lot of guys on that roster that make $400,000.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who make the vet minimum.
I mean, that's and because the vet minimum's less than $1 million.
$500K.
Is it 500? I thought that was just the minimum.
I thought the vet minimum was $500K.
Yeah. So then there you go. Of like, it doesn't stretch, of like, you got 10 years, you made $500,000 a year. Yeah. Yeah. Retired at 32. Yeah. That's not going to make me the rest of my life, especially when you figure
how you live.
What if you made that $500K a year for the San Francisco 49ers and you brought home 200?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's not a lot of money going around.
No.
But it's just like, hey, man, a lot of hungry people out here looking for your job. But on the salary point of Patrick Mahomes, if Kansas City wins, obviously, if Kansas City wins, Patrick Mahomes the MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's just known. Unless for some reason.
Well, they do the awards Saturday.
No, I'm talking the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
Lamar Jackson's the MVP.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
That's been decided.
Okay.
But whoever
Super Bowl,
the Super Bowl MVP is going to be the quarterback unless one of the running backs for San Francisco runs for 180 yards.
Or a defensive player has like 9 sacks.
Yeah, and it would have to be Bosa because of the name.
Yeah.
And he'd have to have 9 sacks and a forced fumble and maybe a pick 6. But it's, it's quarterback's going to win it unless somebody... The only way a quarterback doesn't win it is if San Francisco wins and a running back goes for 180 yards and 4, like he did last, 2 weeks ago.
Pretty much.
But if Kansas City wins, Patrick Mahomes. There's I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If the Honey Badger has 6 interceptions, Patrick Mahomes still probably threw for 300 yards.
Probably.
That's just contract time.
Oh, he's the highest paid ever.
What the fuck does that come out at?
I don't even know.
I mean,
he's got to be making like $60 million.
Because what's Russell Wilson's at 35 a year?
Yeah.
Or is he 38?
I have no idea. I have honestly no. What do you pay the man who does everything?
Everything.
Wins a Super Bowl MVP. You give him 50.
Because that couldn't be the fact of you win a Super Bowl and would get an MVP in your contract year would just be, hey,
Jesus, yeah, exactly.
Not to mention, I was the league MVP last year in my second year. And in my third year,
I won a Super Bowl.
I won the Super Bowl
and the MVP.
And the MVP.
Yeah, that contract's going to be ridiculous. It is. I mean, it could hinder him because you're giving him so much money. You don't have all of these other things. Because you have to pay Kelsey something too. You're going to have to pay Kelsey something.
Because where's he at in his contract? But I think Travis Kelce's one, because he's not exactly young.
No.
But I think he's one of like, we got a good thing going on here. I'm going to stay right here.
Yeah.
Like take that Tom Brady money down low. That's an interesting thing of when that happens on that of like, man, this Kansas City Chiefs team's going to be great. And it's like, well, they lost everybody because the quarterback makes $97 million. So they only got $100 million to pay the rest of the team. So
yeah. So that it could depreciate them, but you have to pay him if you want to have a quarterback. So
it's the whole league.
Yeah.
Because that and not to mention what that would do if they win, he wins the MVP, and they say your quarterback is your whole team.
Yeah.
Plus, he can also say, well, that was number one defense. So also defense doesn't win championships, quarterbacks do.
Yeah.
I mean, just all of
the shit.
Shit, man.
Yeah, he's got a point.
And I seen today, I don't know if Darren Ravel or whatever, put out because there's a lot of quarterbacks that aren't going to get extensions like a Jameis Winston wanting $30 million a year. Of like,
ridiculous.
I'm balling out through 30 touchdowns, also 30 interceptions. But they're talking franchise tags. But the franchise tag number, probably what it's going to be next year, if you franchise a quarterback, $27 million.
Wow.
Is the franchise number.
Wow.
Think about that. Like 2 years ago, it was 17.
Yeah, I know. Now it's
$27 million.
Wow.
Because you have to do that to a guy that you don't know if you want or not.
Yeah, I know.
But I think that's why the interesting thing is Jameis Winston. It's just, hey, man. See you down the road.
Yeah, exactly. Get rid of his ass.
I'm balling it. Well, it's Bruce Arians' offense. Like every quarterback does that.
Yeah, exactly.
And doesn't throw 30 interceptions because it's never been done before.
Nope.
So he's been a coach a long time.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever done that.
Yeah.
That's a Patrick Mahomes, $38 million a year. That's going to be my call.
45.
I don't think they can go that. If they do that, they're done. They're done.
I would say it's close to 40.
Well, I'd say 38's pretty close.
No, I'd
not
say
close
40,
enough.
40. 40.
You think the number is 40, or you
Yes.
think it? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I think the salary cap's only 190.
Are you saying that he's guaranteed 38?
No, I'm saying that per year.
Okay. Yeah. Me too.
Quarterback money is guaranteed.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's like, well, it's guaranteed for $180 million, but that's only for 4 years because the other 2 years of like, you're not cutting a quarterback in the NFL. So really all 6 years are guaranteed. It's just he has an option to renegotiate.
Like a 6-year.
Well, it's got to be 6 years, doesn't it?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. 4 to 5 at least.
Well, it's usually a 6 year with 4 on the guarantee.
Yeah.
Somebody like him wins like that, it'd probably get all 6 guaranteed with a back out option.
Yeah, I'm saying
to get more.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
You're saying 40, 80, $160 million guaranteed on 4 years?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm 40 is my number.
Yeah. I guess you do it. I don't know how young all their other guys are. I mean,
me either. But you want to keep the best, so.
Well, that's one of those things of.
Look how other teams have done.
Russell Wilson's making over 35.
Uh-huh.
If I had to pick one, I'm probably going to pick Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Because I've never really cared that much for Russell Wilson. He's too cheery. Everything's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, fuck off.
Yeah, I get
Done
it.
with it.
I get it.
That's just, But you know what? There's a lot of shitty quarterbacks making over 30.
Yep.
That's the one who's like, Kirk Cousins making 28.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, man. So you're saying I'm only $6 million better than him?
Yeah. I'm saying 40 is the number. If he wins the Super Bowl and the MVP.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if he doesn't win it, I think you're going to be like
35.
If I think Russell Wilson's top paid, he's going to go, like if Russell Wilson's if Russell Wilson's 35 mil a year,
yeah,
he's going to come in at 36.
Okay.
Or
35.6.
Yeah, he's going to be
like that.
He's going to be the highest paid.
Yeah.
Which is just
I'd agree with that.
Man, if he wins that, and does State Farm have to dump Aaron Rodgers then? Just like, get the fuck out of here, Rodgers. Whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah. Rodgers. Double check. Yeah. Fucking cheesehead.
Yeah, because they had to get. You don't see that shit anymore. It's been a long time since you had that championship belt, dick.
Yeah.
I don't like him either.
I know you don't.
I'm airing my grievances like it's Festivus.
Yeah.
I got a lot of problems with you people. I'm going to tell you what, you dumped Olivia Munn for that fucking washed up race car driver.
That's what pisses me off the most.
So much.
Like Danica Patrick, really?
She's race car hot at best.
At
I mean, she didn't hold up out of that fucking car.
No, I want Olivia fucking Munn.
No shit.
Jesus God. Rogers, what the fuck are you thinking?
Oh, Danica Patrick. Fuck that.
Fuck her.
Heck yeah.
God. Olivia Munn is smoking hot.
You spend most of your time in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And there's at least 30 people, and it's a fucking town of 15,000?
Yeah.
I'd say there's at least 1,000 chicks better looking than her in the 15,000 of. And I don't like Danica Patrick.
Yeah.
You never won anything. Now, granted, you broke a barrier.
Yeah.
You were in the, NASCAR.
Whatever, NASCAR. What does she do now?
No, she's retired.
Oh, okay. Because driving's hard.
Yeah.
Couldn't switch lanes.
You know what? She's in the podcast game. So she's a fucking competitor.
Oh yeah.
So now we're all out on her.
I made a woman can't drive joke, and I laughed at it myself. You didn't laugh at it. I laughed at my own joke.
Wow, hey.
I thought it was funny.
But I just like it. I can't comprehend it.
Yeah. Somebody needs to smack him.
Yeah, but he's a weird guy. Like he doesn't even talk to his family anymore.
Well, I bet she's probably like that too. You just think they sit at home and like opposite ends of the couch and just don't talk.
They text each other. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It just Man, I don't know if I can ever get over that. And these are people I've never met before.
I know.
I don't know what he's like at all.
Yeah.
He comes off dickish.
Yeah.
But I'm going hard on him because I'm just not on Team Danica.
Yeah, me either.
I'm a Team Olivia. Team Munn.
Team Munn.
Team Munn for life.
Isn't she married to Jason Sudeikis?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, that's Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde.
Also
Yeah, she's
really
also
hot.
really hot. Yeah. Yep. My bad. I knew it was Olivia.
Yep.
My bad.
Yep.
Yep.
Most Olivias in Hollywood are hot from the way it sounds.
I know two.
Yep, that's the only two I know of.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
I'm big fans of both of them.
Yeah.
Not of their acting skills, but
No.
just in general.
Mm-hmm. General fans.
They're okay at acting.
Yeah.
I guess better than okay.
Olivia Munn's okay at acting. Olivia Wilde's
okay.
a better actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been on some bigger shows, some actual
Yeah.
dramatic stuff, but then she went a little
artsy. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, let's make a movie somebody wants to fucking see.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to do anymore. It's hard to do anymore.
Gonna go up for the Oscars. Everybody gives a bunch of shit of like, well, if the Joker's gonna win at the Oscars, you know why? This is the best fucking movie that came out this year.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Well, but there was this fucking silent film about a deaf, blind gay man, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's seen it.
Nobody's
7
seen it.
people liked it.
Yeah.
It was also shot in black and white.
I'm not watching anything in black and white. It's
No.
2020.
No.
Put color on it.
I get pissed off, like, they'll do a, if there's like a sitcom or something like that,
Yeah.
and they'll start like the first minute out in black and white, like they're set back in 19,
Yeah.
and it's like, hey,
Nope.
flip that back to color already.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep.
I don't need this shit.
Well, fuck, I come in the house last week and I look at my wife and I say, what in the fuck are you watching? She wouldn't tell. She just like looked away and she wouldn't answer me and she was laughing. And I'm like, seriously, what the hell is this? She had been binge watching Little House on the fucking Prairie.
What?
Yes.
Who does that?
I was like, we got that.
Is that the Disney Plus or
No,
what
we
is
got
that?
the Hulu Live.
That's on Hulu?
Well, it's Hulu Live.
I don't know what that is.
It's cable,
Oh,
but through Hulu.
gotcha.
Yeah. We have fucking 100 channels and
Yeah.
you choose to binge watch Little House on the Prairie. Yeah.
I don't know that I watched that show when it was on.
Nobody did.
I don't know if I was alive. I don't know when that was on.
Me either. But
I know
don't
you
care.
weren't alive.
But I don't care. It's in fucking black and white and they don't even have electric in the show.
No?
Turn it the fuck off.
Where are all you guys shitting? If it's something without electric,
Yeah.
there better be a war going on.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I was so pissed.
That's the other one on the, as we go back to the awards season,
Yeah.
because fucking awards are weird of like a bunch
Uh-huh.
of people voting on shit, patting each other on the back
Yeah.
of I'm going to give you this award. You're also an actor.
Yeah.
You're just giving each other shit.
Yeah.
But the one that I thought was weird that it won a bunch of awards was at, was it 1917?
Yeah.
And it's out now.
Mhm.
But when it won all the, whatever the last award show was like, it hadn't even been in theaters
Yeah,
yet.
I know.
It was like, well, it won 7
Oscars.
Emmys. The
Emmys for
Oscars
the
haven't
Oscars,
happened
Emmys?
yet.
Ah.
It was like, it won,
Okay.
yeah, it won like 7 Emmys or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like, it's not even in the theaters yet.
Yeah.
Who's fucking seen this? It's got
Yeah.
a score on Metacritic, which who looks at that either? Because
Yeah.
like every movie I like has like shitty reviews from
Yeah.
those. Of
Yeah,
like,
I know.
did you guys not understand that this was a comedy?
Mhm.
That it's supposed to? Well, it
It's supposed
just
to be
seemed
funny.
like they just went for jokes of like it's a fucking comedy. It's supposed to make you laugh.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
That's what we ought to do too. Is start like a movie review, and it's just here of it, and all it has to be is like
Yes or no.
not even that of like go to the theater,
Watch it at home.
watch it at home, DVD.
DVD. Yeah.
Or actually, you could make it
you could go to the
go
theater.
to the theater,
Stream it illegally.
stream it illegally now. But it'd be the the pay-per-view model or whatever.
Yeah.
The pay-per-view rental.
Yeah.
Buy the DVD.
Yeah.
Wait for it to come on
Wait for
TV.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
That's it. Five categories.
That's it.
Yeah.
And everybody would go, okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Have you seen The Gentleman that came out?
I really want to
wanna
see that.
it too. I know.
I was talking to my brother yesterday, and he, I guess my mom went and seen it and said it's really good.
Oh man.
Which like I didn't know that
Yeah.
was a movie that she was.
Go
Oh, you're
watch.
into like London type gangster comedies.
I mean, if it's as good as Snatch and Lock, Stock, and
Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, Two Smoking Barrels. Great 2 fucking movies.
Love it.
Love both
little
of them.
hidden gem that most people don't know about, Rock and Rolla.
Oh, yeah, Rock and Roll is good.
Oh, fucking love that movie.
Yeah, with Gerard Butler, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Good movie.
Use a true Rock and Rolla now.
Uh-huh.
Archie and the Gang.
Yeah.
There's another one at the end of that movie. It said Archie and the Gang will be back in Rock and Rolla 2. Man, never fucking happened.
No.
Got all those Sherlock movies going on. He had to quit. He couldn't do it.
What were the ones that bombed? What did he do that bombed? Was it King Arthur?
King Arthur, and that
King Arthur
was he
bad.
Also the Lost City of Z or something like that? That
Could have
guy
been too.
from fucking the biker show, Sons of Anarchy.
I don't think
Jax.
was he on Lost City of Z?
I think so.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he was King.
He was
He
King
might have been
Arthur.
in both of them.
He might have been.
I don't know.
He was
King Arthur. It was shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of like, hey, how many times are you gonna make these medieval shows and realize that nobody gives a fuck?
No, you can have some of the best.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx was in the remake of the Robin Hood one.
Yeah,
hated it.
Yeah,
the dude who's in this service.
That
the
was one of
ones?
I watched it, but that was a streaming service. That wasn't a good. I mean, it was like okay, I watched it. I mean, Maid Marian, pushed them things up, looked okay, but I find it odd that they they have cutouts back in those days, like they're on Instagram. Of like, but I gotta push my tits up.
Jamie Foxx and was it Taron Egerton or something like that?
Yeah,
I like both of those guys, but the movie was terrible.
Yeah,
it sucked. The Kingsman movies are fantastic.
I love them. And here's my problem: is he did that, and then since he did the Elton John movie,
I
feel like we're not going to need any more Kingsman shit from him.
I know
that he's going to go in this direction.
It sucks.
I love the Kingsman movies. They're so far fetched. I love it.
They're awesome.
I like the John Wick.
Yeah, they are.
You know what? They made John Wick for the first John Wick for like $20 million, and it made $100.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're like, well, we made this King Arthur movie. It cost $150 million, and it did $7.
Yeah.
$7 million? No, $7. One person got a fucking discount to go see this thing. Of like, I feel like I need to be consulted of like, hey, we have an idea. We're going to do this King Arthur. Yeah, don't make it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Don't make it.
Nobody wants to see that shit. You have this deal like you're going to make King Arthur into fucking Iron Man?
Yeah, I know.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Well, but we feel like, you got all these special effects monies for fucking sword fights?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
make something
300
in the now.
worked.
Yeah. Because there was history behind it.
And it was like the special effects, like the blood splatter was shit.
Yeah.
But it was for a reason it looked like that. I mean, that was kind of their artistic take of it. They didn't spend a fuck ton of money doing it.
No, it was supposed to be like a comic book.
It's like you're going to have somebody shoot a flaming arrow at a house and it explodes like a fucking Michael Bay film. I'm like, is this Transformers?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Oh my God. Such dog shit.
We have really came full circle in this episode of the podcast.
Well, hey, it's our fucking podcast. Talk about whatever we want.
I know.
Whatever we want. Serial killers to movies. Movies about serial killers. Actually, I think somebody had said that I need to do a TV show kind of like the Clarice character.
Yeah.
That picks up after Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. After the original one?
I think after the original one, they're going to shove that last one to the shit curve.
I liked Red Dragon.
Yeah.
With Ed Norton. Yep. I liked that one.
Yep. Edward. But I think he gets he's one of those guys. I think he gets a little pissy if you call him Ed.
Yeah, it's Ed Norton.
Yeah.
I'm calling him. I don't know him.
Well, it's Edward. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's Ed.
No,
whatever
it's
I
not.
choose to call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, like full-fledged, like a 60-year-old man going, it's Jonathan.
Yeah. It's not John.
It's John.
Yeah, fuck off.
Hey, man, at some point in time, the shortest portion of... We're not calling you that because it offends you. We're calling you that because we're fucking lazy. I don't want to say your whole name.
Exactly.
That's why I call you Seh.
Yeah. True.
That actually happened to me the it was yesterday. Like, hey, Rand, you got a second? You can get the Randy? Yeah. Just the Rand. It's like, all right, we'll deal with that.
Yeah, we'll deal with that. I had a kid the other day. I went, what's up, Nate? He goes, it's Nathan. I went, I don't like you anymore.
All right, then. We're never going to talk.
Nope.
It's like I always feel weird because it's always the Mikes and the Michael and
Bill and Billy.
Yeah. I know 2 people whose actual name is Billy.
Yeah, me
like
too.
on their birth certificate, which is, it is what it is. But at some point in time, it's like, just call me Bill.
Yeah, exactly. See, like, that's the one thing. Like, I got a friend that his name's Nick. I call him Nicky.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be the same thing. Like, you take a shorter name, you make it longer. You take a long name, you make it shorter. You know, it's weird.
That was always the one too, like the, Dick from Richard.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, Dick. That's the one that you'd be
Richard.
Like, it's Richard.
Richard.
Just call me Richard. Oh, you don't go by Dick? Nope. Richard.
Yeah.
I will allow that.
Uh-huh.
Because it makes no sense of how it got there anyways.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
It's not Rich. Just call me Rich.
Yeah, call me Rich. Richard.
Yeah. Dick.
Fuck off.
Quit being such a dick.
Rich.
That's who I am.
That's what I'm about.
That's who I am. It's how I live my life. One
you know it.
Dicking at a time from the rich roller.
What? Just making up shit now?
Yeah, I just, fuck, man. If you let me go, I'll go. I'll right off the flocking deep end. But yeah, super excited. Such a Guy Ritchie fan.
Yeah.
Really want to see that movie.
Yeah, it looks good.
Need to get with his. Usually I try to make that movie thing. We talked about it the other day, but I think we had shit going on this weekend.
But
I'll let you know if we. Yeah, cause sometimes you'd be like, well, I don't know. It's tough for me to go during the week anymore since I go to bed at like 6:30.
Yeah. I mean, it's too far of a drive for me. I can't
go. That's fucking 45 seconds.
It's a minute and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, minute and a half.
There's a traffic light.
Don't short sell it. If I catch a green light, it's a minute, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I'm super psyched for that. But I was saying that I'm going, on the couch the other night watching, something. I don't know what I was watching.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm fucking tired. I'm going to bed.
Uh-huh.
And pay attention. Usually I'll flip like a episode of Rogan on or something in the bedroom, and I kind of fall asleep to that.
Yeah.
So I'm setting my alarm clock for the morning, and you just hit the buttons and it tells you how many, it's kind of saying, well, you have an alarm for 8 hours or whatever. And it's like, I hit it, and it's like the last one, and I look, it says alarm set 9 hours, 57 minutes from now. I'm like, it's 7 o'clock. It's like, I felt like it's bedtime. And I was like, well, I guess the sun's down. I'm going to mosey on back to the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then the next night,
I
went to bed, and then I like tossed and turned for the next 4 hours of like,
I slept too long.
Yeah, I think I had too much sleep. I think I'm trying to force myself like child.
It's the same way, like if like Molly's not home for a while, like I'd go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm saying, like, you can only watch, I can watch anything by myself, but you can only sit up and do something for so long until you're just like, fuck it, ready to go to bed.
It's like, well, I'm kind of just laying on the couch.
Yeah.
If I could just lay in the bed. And because the worst thing is I doze off on the couch.
Yeah.
And then have to make the move to the bed. Now I'm just fucking awake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So such tough times. It's tough living these days.
Yeah. I hate walking from the couch to the bed. I got stairs, man.
It's like 47 steps. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't counted. Well, I got to make some turns and stuff and some shuffle steps to get to make my house feel bigger if I take shorter steps. I don't know where the fuck that came from either. All right, man. I think I'm running out of stuff. So I'm balls deep in the Chiefs.
Okay.
And you are nutsack ready for the 49ers.
Yep.
And
I guess
don't kill
that's the way you
don't kill people. That's
don't kill people. Bad.
Yeah. The lesson of today is we're all out on Dana Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
We're all in on both the Olivias as far as looks.
Yeah.
And don't murder people. Well, actually, don't murder multiple people in a ritualistic fashion.
Okay. Wow. We're getting detailed there. Yeah.
Well, serial killers, it's just not killing people randomly like, in a gunfight.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of gunfights happening these days. I like the fight. Mostly it'd be like a drive-by shooting, but I like that I turn around and use the term gunfight.
Yeah.
Like it's the Old West.
Yeah, right behind the OK Corral.
Let me get my 9mm so I can go to this gunfight.
Yeah.
I guess I'm out of shit, man.
Alrighty.
All right.
Whiteside.